Welcome guys. In the last video we learned how the pattern 1 was drawn, that too very deeply, and now the pattern 2 question is to draw this pattern. So understanding the pattern, we see there are 3 rows and 3 columns as well. Yes, 1, 2 and 3, and in these 3 columns, in the top row 2 asterisks are missing, in the second row there is 1 asterisk missing, and in the third row none asterisks are missing. So basically we'll be making this pattern with the help of algorithm. That is why we mainly focus this for algorithm part. If you can do this, then your creative part will develop, and later you will be able to think more precisely. Okay. In the last video learned up very deeply from pattern 1. I suggest you do not miss that, so that each and every portion will be cleared very well. It is all about rows and columns. And from now on we will know, again we are getting rows and columns, but where and how do we leave a space? See, space means there is nothing. 3 rows are used and 3 columns are used, but there are spaces left. Now let's come to the code. Okay, it should be small letter because compiler have different meaning for small ABC and caps. Actually I hold with one hand, that's why I can't type so fast, because in one hand I have to hold my mic. There is some problem which I'll fix later on, or if I don't hold my mic and there will be audio problem. So sorry guys for typing a bit slow. G++, it would be better if I make indentation properly. Okay, this will do. After the for loop, again I'm going to use. Okay, see guys, as in the last video we learned that the outer for loop, I again tell you, please note it somewhere or again recall or do whatever, but just remember the first for loop is for rows. It will give you rows 1, 2. See, I value is 0, I is less than 3. That means I will run 3 times, 1 for 0, 1 for 1 and 1 for 2, and when I value is 3 it becomes false. So I will run 3 times. That gives us row. Do not get confused that we are getting this asterisk. No, we are only getting the cursor in this particular 3 rows, only the cursor, and what we need to print, that printf function will decide whether you print asterisk or question mark or exclamation mark or whatever you need to print, you can print, but the pattern is this. But according to question you need to print asterisk, and when we open this curly braces, again a for loop is encountered, and this for loop is responsible for the column wise. See, now we got, see, j is equals to 0, j is less than 3. It means j will run for 0, 1 and 2. It will run 3 times. That means now we got a box of 3 rows and 3 columns. We can call it simply matrix, but we have nothing defined. There is nothing in that matrix. Now let us write the algorithm that will print this particular asterisk in this pattern. Okay, now what I see, I got 3 rows and 3 columns, but how can I assign asterisk? That can be done by using a if statement. See guys, in the last video we used printf function right here and it printed us asterisk everywhere, but this is not the condition this time. This time in the first row 2 asterisks are missing, in the second row 1, and in the third row none are missing. let us say this row name is 0 because we are using from 0, okay, and this row name is 1, this row name is 2, and this row name is this column name is 0, 1 and 2. That's why if you want to call this asterisk, then it will say 0 comma 0. It was just for understanding purpose. Now what I will write here, so that this spaces will only be covered and this will be left. See, we see I is equals to 0, and for I value this for loop will run 3 times. That means I value equals to 0 is fixed. I equals to 0 is fixed unless I come out of this for loop, and then the increment will happen. So now I value is 0, 0 is less than 3, true. Now it will come under the curly braces, so j equals to 0 and j is less than 3, 0 is less than 3, again true. Now it will come inside this for loop, double for loop inside, okay. Now again here I use a condition if. Don't get confused, we can use as many for loop or if loop inside we want, but do not get puzzled. Now under j1's for loop we are going to use the condition, and the condition will be very simple. J is equals to greater than I is greater than equal to j. I have not ratified this algorithm, so right now I am understanding why did I put this algorithm. You will also come to know. See, I will tell you in a very good way. Okay, now see guys, as soon as I wrote this code, I is greater than equal to j, let us understand what it is now. See, I value is 0, it is fixed. Now please focus here for a while. Now coming to this loop, j equals to 0, 0 is less than 3. Now we have j value equals to 0 only. So coming, it is true now, then it will come inside the curly braces of for loop. Now it will check if condition I is greater than equal to j, means 0 is greater than equal to j. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Then let's print it out. For now it is true, right? We need to printf asterisk space. I gave a space also. Now what happens is 0 is greater than equal to 0. Here I value was also 0, j value was also 0, so it was true, right? That's why we put printf asterisk space. So we got first space here, okay. Now as the work for if is done, it will again return to, okay, it will return here actually, but this is the ending curly braces for this particular for loop, so it will again go to this j plus plus. Do not get confused and go to this j plus plus, because here j will run 3 times and then only it will terminate and it will pass here. Now j value is not 0 but j plus plus, that means j is equals to 1 now, and 1 is less than 3. It is true. Again it will come here, it will check I is greater than equal to j. Don't get confused in variable, just see the number. I value was 0, right? So 0 is greater than equal to 1. No, 0 is not greater than equal to 1. That's why this particular printf function will not work. See, the condition for if statement became false. Now again it will go up j plus plus. It is not j equals to 1 now. It is no more j equals to 1. Now it is j equals to 2. Now again it will check 2 is less than 3. Yes, 2 is less than 3. The condition is true. So again it will check I 0 is greater than equal to j value is 2. No, 0 is not greater than equal to 2, so it will not print, and the cursor will come here, and then again this value will increase. So guys, now let us understand in the next video. For now the 10 minutes is about to go, so see you in the next video.